Hey there, it's almost that time. It's time to review your drug plan, and this annual election period is coming up October 15th to December 7th. And I have a diagram here. I just wanted to show you an illustration of the differences because it is a very confusing time for folks. They're not sure what they need to do. So I just wanted to go over this illustration here. Most of you are on the left side or the left path. When you start Medicare, you have a decision to make. Either stay on original Medicare Part A and B, get a Medicare supplement policy that will cover some costs not covered by Parts A and B, or go to the right side path and replace Medicare Part A and B with a Medicare managed care product, a Medicare Advantage plan, or Part C of Medicare. So during the annual election period, which is October 15th to December 7th, most of you are on the left side here. You're going to be reviewing your maintenance medications, your drug plan, dosage, frequency, and pharmacy you go to. We will be reviewing and making recommendations on what plan you should go to for the next year. Now, is it going to be a recommendation to stay? Maybe. Is it going to be a recommendation to move? It could potentially be as well. Folks will get confused and think that their Medicare supplement policy is this is the time. This is the time to review our Medicare supplement plan. It is not necessarily the time to review your Medicare supplement plan because if you look at your policy, all of you that have a Medicare supplement plan have a different effective date, and the majority of effective dates are not around the annual election period. There's some other time during the year. Although you can change a Medicare supplement plan any time of year. It doesn't have to be the annual election period. It's just that people start thinking about Medicare, the beneficiaries do right now. So we're happy to take a look at your Medicare supplement plan, but that's not what's really happening here. It's the drug plan review that we will be making a recommendation to change. So that's not where the majority of the commercials would be coming from, though. It's Medicare Advantage Part C. Folks have an opportunity that are under Medicare Advantage plans during the annual election period to change their plans. And they only have a limited time. It's only 54 days. So all of the marketers know that. So where are you? You're on the left side primarily. You have original Medicare Part A and B, no networks, no copays, no maximum out of pocket, no prior authorization, no pre-approval. Go wherever you want. Medicare Part C for folks, though, it's a managed care product by an insurance carrier. You're taking your red, white, and blue card and you're putting it away because you're not going to use it. You're going to carry around some insurance carrier's card, and you have a network, you have copays, you have a maximum out of pocket, you have pre-approvals, you have prior authorizations, and the insurance carrier will dictate much more care on this side. If it's medically necessary for Medicare, original Medicare, then you go and everything's taken care of. This side, you're going to jump through hoops. So the reason why they have an annual election period for Medicare Advantage plans change every year. Maximum out of pockets, the copays. The network changes. A doctor you might have seen, you may not be able to see the following year. Personally, I don't want to be in something like that. Now, they will carrot dangle and say, look at this gym membership, look at dental, look at vision, look at these ancillary benefits. We integrate a drug plan. But ultimately, it's about a network. There is no network here for original Medicare. There is a network here. You're restricted. I don't know a Medicare beneficiary that would like to be restricted, except the ones that are healthy and have never used the plan and think the Medicare Advantage plan is fantastic because they haven't used it yet. So of course it's going to be great. So this is what happens during the annual election period. Who are you? Most of you are on the left side. Part A and Part B, original Medicare. A drug plan, Part D, then Medicare supplement. For a few of you, you might be in Part C. So it's integrated. Part D is available in some Medicare Advantage plans. Some plans offered built-in drug coverage. And that's what's generally Medicare Advantage. They do have additional benefits, again, but don't be fooled with the person behind the curtain. So this is where you're going to see in review a majority of the marketing spent. So some of you may think, well, maybe I'm going to leave original Medicare. Maybe I want to go to Medicare Advantage. Let's take a look at that. And I tell you this, let's review. Reach out and set up an appointment with us, and we'll review if it really makes sense for you to leave original Medicare and go to a Medicare Advantage plan. We will compare and see what is in your best interest, to go to Advantage or to stay on original Medicare. Now, on the flip side of this, folks can leave and they have original Medicare and they can go back, they can leave the Medicare Advantage plan and go back to original Medicare. I spoke too fast. So some folks can do that as well, and you will have to get a Medicare supplement policy because there's no reason for you to leave Medicare Advantage if you're on it, go back to original Medicare, and then have to pay 20% of costs. And that's why we go through the exercise. When you're on Medicare, you need the supplement to cover the gap. So in review, this is the annual election period, October 15th to December 7th. There's going to be a lot of talking. Friends are going to talk. Family's going to talk. People are going to try to compare insurance carriers for this Part D drug plan, even though they don't understand how this works, and they make recommendation on a carrier that's best for you. No, you need to search for your maintenance medication drugs to see what's best for you, and we're happy to do it. So again, a lot of the commercials are going to be for Medicare Advantage. Toby Stark Associates Insurance Agency. It is a confusing time. I hope I did not confuse you. I will also include this graphic in the email. Feel free to share it with friends and colleagues that are confused, because there will be many, and I'm happy to declutter any type of confusion. That's what we do. It's great when you have an understanding, because knowledge is power. Take care, everyone. Enjoy this time. It's fun.